Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I was talking to the wrong thing then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Vobes Show. Very nice to have you here. We are live on Facebook, 8 p.m. on the... What day is it?
The 21st?
It's, 21st.
21st.
It's the last show before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are in the studio. The lovely Julia has joined me. It's going to be fantastic. And hopefully we have you guys with us.
Wow.
Now,
This is all new, isn't it?
This is all new. Can you see the comments?
Yeah,
I know it's not brilliant reading, but it's. I can't do anything with it. Make them big or anything. Do you need? I can't do anything else. We can see Anne Osborne is there. Terence Dackham is there. Nigel Sadler, of course. Richard Suggett, Niam Beddoes, and Anne Evans. Hello to all. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. This is the last show before Christmas, because if we were to carry on, it would be Boxing. It would be Christmas Eve, and then Boxing Day, and just not going to do it. No, people are busy, aren't they? People are busy. Now, hang on a minute. I've got to
family things.
Yeah, family things. So now, can you hear us? Okay, can you hear us at the back? Because we've only got the one microphone. And
we've only got the one microphone.
And as ever, we plan lots of stuff. There was a big panic. I'll tell you about one of our problems this evening that we've had a bit later. But before all that, let's just welcome a few more people. Can you see anybody on your screen?
Yes, hello, Stuart Douch, Nigel Sadler, Pam Earnshaw, Neil Gardner, Lynn Bussey, Maya Ullman Harwood, Robert Croser, Steve Pilfold, Judith Oakley,
and so on and so forth. Oh, yes, sorry.
Sure, there's loads more people.
There's more people coming. I've got to keep adjusting this. So we're sitting down on kitchen stools today, ladies and gentlemen. I tried standing up, it worked quite well, I thought, for myself. But for the lovely Julia and I, we've been on our feet quite a bit, actually, panicking with one thing and another. But the only problem with being on this is you do tend to slouch, don't you? So do we have to sit here with ramrod straight backs, which would be good. So yeah, hear you loud and clear, says Matthew. Brilliant. Oh well, that's
what about
good.
Me?
Oh yeah. What about Julia? Can you hear? What about Julia? Richard Suggett is saying bar humbug. Well, we're saying Merry Christmas. We want you to have a Merry Christmas over the next few days. Whether you believe in Christmas, whether you think it's a terrible thing, whether it's a load of old rubbish, we still want you to have a nice time.
Yeah, happy solstice, though.
Yeah, happy solstice on the 21st. No, it is the 21st. There we go. 21st of December, the winter solstice, obviously not the summer one.
Yeah, as Nigel Sadler mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
The winter solstice is the one that all the ancients set all their rituals to.
Is that a ritual that they do? Is that like
I was thinking
filling the washing machine?
I was thinking henges and...
Oh, I see, circular things. Oh, is that... So yeah. They set what their clocks to the winter solstice.
I suppose you could say that.
As opposed to the summer one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, fair dues. That's all right, isn't it? Does anybody else still set their time to the winter solstice? Is it a full moon out there? Is there the dragons and gorgons and those sort of things out there in the big wide world? Who knows? I haven't seen any. We've had our own dragons and gorgons in there. Matthew Holwood says he can hear the purple one as well.
Oh, good.
The Purple Ranger.
Poor people, they can hear me.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Now, big hello to Daniel. I want to say a big hello, get it over with right away. I don't mean it like that, get it over with, but I mean I don't want to forget. A big hello to Daniel Horton, who popped in to the Vobes Towers. I'm afraid you missed the lovely Julia because she was otherwise engaged at home with family and son, who's, well, last day at school for your son.
Yep.
Some people are on holiday. But Daniel came in with his lovely mum, Rachel. So a big call out to both of you. Thank you for popping in. They had a cup of tea with me in my humble abode. Daniel came into the studio. He saw the complete and utter tip that side of the camera. But I think his mum got the idea that really, it's this side. And I think Daniel got it as well. Although actually you can't see all the wires and the lights and all the chaos that is here. But it is all here. But anyway, they came in. And Daniel very kindly, hold on, I've got to pop down here. He got me a card. He got me a card. Would you open the card for me?
Him, isn't it?
Which is very nice. Thank you, Daniel. I'm afraid to say, I mean, I've not got anybody a card, so I do apologise, Daniel. I didn't get you a card. What
says,
does he say?
Merry Christmas to Richard. Have a very jolly Christmas from Daniel.
Thank you very much. And we will stick that up on the... actually, if you hand it to me, I can stick it up on the... It's just out of frame at the moment. I will have to put it on the board. I would if there was a... Hang on. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I can do this. There we are, Daniel. Pride of Place. Hopefully... Oh, that one...
Matthew Holdsworth says, actually, can you speak up? My kettle is getting louder now.
Oh. The answer is no. We can't. Thank you. Now, Daniel also handed in... Sorry about seeing the rear end there of me. Handed in this very lovely calendar, which will show us at the...
handed in, like it was confiscated or something.
I mean, gave me. Sorry, brain is not thinking. I have engaged the brain to go on...
holiday?
No. To go on autopilot whilst I do things like hand it over to you. So this is it's a very up-to-date calendar. I think it's 1993, but with some sepia pictures of Victorian Worthing. Which is rather lovely, and we've got a whole load of what they call sepia scenes. So it's very nice, Daniel. Thank you very much.
That picture's Worthing Town Hall. If you
that's the old.
I showed it already.
Oh, have you showed it already?
Just saw it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That was Worthing Town Hall. There's lots of interesting places. I thought it'd make a good film to go round Worthing, where we live, or where I live, and Julia lives close by. And try and find those same roads and the same shots. That would make an interesting video.
Yeah.
And see what it's like today. That would be quite interesting. Vicky Allam has joined. Hello, Vicky. Lovely to see you. Mark McLeod says, yes, merry moot upon the solstice.
Merry meet, I think he means.
Oh, merry...
Merry meet upon the solstice.
Oh, right, okay. I can see double O's there, but never mind. It must be my eyeballs.
I can't even see which one you're talking about.
Oh, up the top there.
Oh, no, it does say merry moot, but I think he means merry meat.
Ah, yes, merry meat.
It might mean merry moot. I mean, I don't know.
So make sure, if you're cooking some meat, that it is quite merry. Bung a bit of sherry in your merry meat. Thanks. You trying to hit me on the head?
No, because I wouldn't do that.
No. I just carefully put that over there. Richard Suggett. I like the winter solstice. It means it's time to start sowing seeds.
Yay.
Hey, I got some seeds, actually. Now, I don't know where I put them. I got some seeds, and I've been sewing them onto a little necklace. I was going to put them on a cardigan, but I can't think of a joke for that. But... yeah, so good luck with the sewing. You've got to get... I mean, some of the seeds are quite small, so getting the needle through is very tricky, but I'm sure Mr. Suggett's experienced at sewing stuff.
You done?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fairly done now
right,
with that. What other comments have we got, lovely Julia?
Claire
Keep
Leach
yourself quiet.
Claire Leach says, hello, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all.
Hello and happy Claire Leach New Year to you. That didn't come out right, did it?
No, it didn't, did it?
But you know what I mean.
Nigel Sadler says, I have a near-complete photo survey of Worthing that I took in 1975.
A near-complete photo survey? And for what reason, pray? That would be interesting. A complete photo survey, 1975. Well, there you go.
Mark McLeod, in regard to the merry moot.
Oh, yes.
Apparently it is moot in Old English.
Oh, merry moot. Oh, I see. So is that like in Saxon, when the Saxons would meet on a moot mound?
Maybe.
Maybe that's what he means,
probably...
because they would travel, wouldn't they? They would travel for certain distances. I believe Emma Tristram believes that there is a moot mound in Binstead, and she's done a lot of research on that, actually. And there's a couple of old routes that she's pretty convinced now are ancient routes, which is one reason why building the A27 bypass through Binstead Woods is a no-no, because that is an ancient right-of-way, if that is a moot mound. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Trying to keep up with the comments.
I know, they go so fast, don't they? They go so fast.
Yeah. It's also trying to match up what replies go with where. And
John Berger says it's time for Australia to start giving us the sunshine back. Yeah, that's true, because... they're now going to head towards the winter. Well, no, wait a minute. They're still in the summer, aren't they? They must be the height of the summer there.
Yeah.
But slowly, as the world turns and the axis changes and it moves around the sun.
They will begin to lose the sun, and
They
we will gain it again.
Yes, they will lose it.
Oh no, is it gone?
Like the ashes. Well, maybe not quite like the ashes. Yeah.
Kevin Hall says, Julia, it is Friday. What happened to roller disco? It's not on today.
Yeah. See, now I did say to people you weren't going to be on the show because I thought that the rolling disco would have been here.
Rolling disco. Well, I did comment in the I did type.
Oh, you said? Oh, did you?
Oh, it's not on next Friday.
Yeah, well, clearly Kevin, didn't listen.
Obviously, no one listens
Yeah,
to me.
and I didn't listen either, to be honest with you.
No.
And why would I?
I get, my comments get missed out too, so.
Yeah, see, it doesn't always come across, so there we are. Richard Suggett is saying to Robert that it's nice to be appreciated. Yes, and when Richard Suggett has finished making his knitted cardigan with all those seeds on it, I'll be appreciative of his handiwork when he's doing all this sewing business. Daniel says, I'm looking forward to the next walk on Saturday. Funny you should say that, ladies and gentlemen, because on a piece of paper, down on the floor, hang on, it says here,
Oh,
I nearly lost it. It says, don't
lost
forget...
it, you never had it.
I've got it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It says, don't forget to mention the walk at Sisbury. So...
Sisbury.
Yeah, Sisbury.
Sisbury.
Yes.
It's Sisbury.
It's Sisbury, isn't it?
It's not ours.
No, it fell off when they went walking last time, that berry. So, if you find it, it's Sisbury. It's Sisbury. Anyway, yes. So, when is the walk?
It's on 29th.
I'm glad somebody knows.
Of December.
29th of December, that's right, yeah. I think the aim is to sort of get there for 10:30 for an 11 o'clock... 11 o'clock crack of the whip.
Oh dear, what time is it already?
Is it the end of the show already? 11 o'clock start, so get there for 10:30 for an 11 o'clock walk. We're going to not walk all the way to Chantonbury, as we originally said, because for some people, after the Christmas thing, they've filled up with turkey and mince pies and chocolates and all that, and they may not be able to waddle very far. So, we're exactly. I'm only going to have quiche and peas because I'm sitting on my own this Christmas. Nobody wants me. He says, yeah, get the violins out. So we thought we would climb up to Sisbury, bit of a climb up onto the old Iron Age hill fort and have a wander round there. And I know that Daniel's mum said that they've been here for about 15 years in Worthing area and I think Burgess Hill as well. And she said, never been to Sisbury Ring, which is the old Neolithic fort and Iron Age hill fort and Neolithic flint mines, if I've got that correct. So we're going to have a look at that. And there may well be still the wild ponies or horses or donkeys or whatever
they be. Equines.
Equines. They've got 4 legs, a tail and a very long...
And a single hoof at the bottom of their legs.
On each one?
On each leg.
Single hoof. Have you got a single hoof?
A single oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, see.
You're sitting next to an oof.
An oof.
Or an oof. So we do want you to come along. We know that there's about, 10 people coming?
Yeah.
So that's really good. On the 29th, that's December.
That was a very confident answer, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Something like 10 people. But, feel free to come along. We'll have a good old meet up. Now, very important that we will put a message on the... I guess the night before, if it looks like it's going to...
Yeah, if it's going to be too bad, then...
If the weather is detrimental, there's a word.
To our health.
To our health and what have you. We'll say whether we're going or not. Some of us may go anyway and hold a lantern up to say, don't come out onto the moors! And some others may just want to go anyway. So, we'll kind of put an official thing, but assume it's on. Bring yourself a drink, hot drink, some soup, some croutons, obviously, some mince pies, some Christmas cake, maybe a bit of turkey sandwiches, perhaps a table, a butler, a couple of waitresses, one of those great big silver dome things that you open up and there's usually a head inside.
I don't know what it's called.
No, the serving thing.
Serving cover?
Yeah, made of brass silver.
Yeah, the silverware.
Yeah. So, bring a sandwich and a drink, basically, whether you want coffee or whatever, because we'll probably wander around Tisbury Ring a bit, look at the flint mines, go up to where the trig point is, use the trig point as our table, very small little table for the 25 people that are going to come. But, we can put cups and things, and if anyone's brought chairs and tables with them, good luck climbing up Tisbury Ring with those.
Mm-hmm. Robert Crowe says his... Crowe...
Yeah, who's he? I've never heard
Robert
of him.
Crowe says...
Yes.
I'm on the walk in spirit.
Ah, what kind of spirit? Jack Daniels? No. Yeah, so it'd be lovely to see you, no matter how many of you turn out, but we estimate around about 75. So that's quite good. So that's that official notice done and dusted. Any other interesting and spine-chilling comments that are coming through the system of communications?
Well, Mark Selwood said that his comments get ignored or something, and
don't read out anything from Mark Selwood, please.
And Croser said his get castrated. His comments.
Oh, do they?
Well, don't worry, everyone. Everyone's comments get butchered at least once. So
yeah. So what's Mark Selwood saying? We can't see. There's no.
It's gone now.
Oh, it's gone. You see, the thing is, as you can see, the comments go up, and if we're gabbling about something
we can only
else,
see like 5 at a time. So
yeah, so it's you should know that by now. Oh look, there's Mark
It's the same as
McLeod is saying
everybody else.
something. What's Mark McLeod going on about?
Greetings to Mr. Suggett. So either tonight or in 3 days, before the solstice passes, use water that has been in the full moon and say 3 times, "Be for me a harvest good and it not harm none mote be it." I put in sunflowers. He put in sunflowers.
What in the winter? Oh, in the moon solstice is it? Yeah, no, good idea. Think the silver thing is called a cloche.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the cloche was what you put over your feet. Is it?
Isn't that a gouloche?
Oh, yes. Good gosh. It's a gloche. Yes. So it's a cloche is the big... Thank you for that. I'm looking up there. Thank you for that, Stuart. I'm going to keep remembering to look at the camera. We've got a big television now up here. It's a bit of a old-fashioned... I say old-fashioned. It's a bit of a low-res telly that I've dug out the ark.
I mean, it's not a tube telly, so,
It's not a cathode
It ain't a tube.
ray tube. No, very clever.
That's something.
That would be old. But it is a very early flat screen thing, but it is a little bit hard to read. But anyway, the main thing is it's over there. Your comments are on it. I don't know how you got them on it. It's because you typed in your own house. Aren't you clever people, you? And... Anyway, that doesn't really matter.
Yep. Richard Suggett says, "Greetings, Mark. It'll be onions I normally sow Boxing Day."
Oh, you're actually going to sow some onions on Boxing Day? I hope you're going to make a video about it, because Richard Suggett knows his onions. Hey. We had a meeting earlier in the week, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We had a meeting with some very nice people. Can you remember what they were called?
Yes.
Roger, Jim...
Friends of the South Downs.
Yes.
The South Downs Society.
Of the South Downs Society. There's a nice book for you.
Yes.
We're going to talk about some of that. And now, one of the reasons we had a chat with these lovely people, I got some bits of paperwork here, is because, ladies and gentlemen, you may be interested to know, you probably won't, but there's this bloke having a chat, ladies and gentlemen, exploring heritage, language, and heart murmurs. No, I can't read that backwards. Oh, landscape and nature. Oh, yes, that's it. I am giving a talk from 7 till 9. Actually, I'm only doing it for an hour, but people have got to get in and sit down. They all take a bit of time. In the Gordon Room, Old Gordon, Worthing Town Hall, Chapel Hall, Worthing, West Sussex, BH11 1HA. And it says here, The bold explorer takes his small portable video camera and explores the countryside, especially round and over the glorious South Downs, seeking out curiosities, myths and legends, as well as showing off the beautiful landscape, nature and heritage. His daily 10-minute videos feature on YouTube and Facebook. He will talk about his adventures and experiences filming, and will be unearthing for us finds and secrets of the South Downs that will surprise and delight. I've yet to find those things. A very entertaining speaker, it says there. They haven't met me. Well, they have, but they'd printed this beforehand. Anyway, the point is, you can come along too if you so wish. You can buy tickets. The money does, well, some of the money goes to me. Tickets are £10, included wine and nibbles. I think it's very reasonable. Nice night out, 10 quid. And the best place to do it is to go to friendsofthesouthdowns.org.uk and then look for the
/public
dash talks. Yeah,
/
just look for the public talks.
Yeah.
Not the public loos. Oh no, I'm not doing it in the public loo. No,
it's not that kind of show.
Not that kind of show, is it? No, stop making the oh, sorry. I just did you in the rib cage. Nice. Yeah, so if you want to come along to that, I'll bung something on the eucalyptus tree later on, the Facebook page. Yeah. When we went there, they gave us a very interesting book, didn't they?
Yes,
they were very
did.
nice.
I can't remember the connection now. Can you?
Yes.
Apart from the fact that he's a member.
Oh
of the
yes.
society.
Show them the show them
this-
the title and the.
Let me just
Sorry about that.
clear my path.
Yes. So this book is called Secret Shore, if I remember correctly.
By Chris Hare.
By Chris Hare. He's a local historian here. Some people may know him. Very nice chap. I've worked with him in the past. And they were doing this thing. They've had a project where they were going around collecting folklore songs and that sort of thing. The songs from the land on the South Downs, that things like the labourers would have sung or the shepherds would have sung, or somebody else passing by on a bicycle on a penny farthing might have sung. And they've kind of cobbled those together, and I think they've got a publication out. But they've been looking at the various myths and legends, including smuggling and various other folklore legends connected with the shoreline in Sussex that the South Downs hug.
Yeah. And a nice little picture here. The Guildhall at Chichester left as it would have appeared at the times of the Great Smuggling Trial in 1749.
So this is the Guildhall in Chichester. I did a video about Chichester, and the Guildhall, it features right at the end. I think you need to put it higher, don't you? There we are. I don't know. Oh no, you know what you're doing, don't you? You know what you're doing. Yeah, I don't know. So, very nice people, the Friends of the South Downs. You can become a member and help support them, because what they look at is they do walks and strolls. They run events all connected with going out and about in the South Downs. They're interested in the conservation and the prevention of bad planning applications and that sort of thing. There's a newsletter that you can get which tells you about their activities and walks and strolls and that sort of nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. I didn't say that. And of course, you can get publications that they specially locally produce.
I have to say, I've had a quick look through this book. I want to read it properly, but it's a really good book.
And it's I think it's Chris Hare's gone around collecting from local people their memories and their.
It's the culmination of a heritage lottery fund project run by the South Downs Society.
There you go. So lottery funded, and I think Chris has gone and got personal memories of people. But a lot of them have come from this one particular lady. I can't remember her name. Caroline something or other, I think, or Jackie something or other. I can't remember her name. But she was a Victorian lady, and she did a lot of research on...
A Victorian lady?
Yes, she was a Victorian lady.
Right.
She did. You look. I was.
Oh no, it's just you looked at this image of.
No, not her. No. They're talking about.
She can't have been Victorian.
No. If you go to chapter 1, it starts talking about. I read a little bit about it. Thank you. So I would be well informed. And so it's interesting because she was a Victorian lady, did a lot of research, and then I think these other people and Chris Hare and all the others have sort of taken her research and catalogued it and published it properly. So anyway, that's that. So recommend you have a look at that if you like. You don't have to, of course. It's Christmas.
You can purchase this book from the website.
From the Friends of the southdownsociety.org.uk. over there. Just put Friends of Society of the South Downs people in a search engine, and you'll probably get there if you're very lucky. We've been growing things. Yes, the autumn came, and we like.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that. We just had a freeze frame moment there where it was fetching the stream. Do apologise. We've been fetching the stream. No, we haven't. In big buckets. No. We've been collecting acorns, didn't we?
Yes.
And as a little experiment, we decided we would plant a few of them and see what would happen. And they were tiny, and they grew into saplings or seedlings, whichever way around it works. From seedling to
seedling, yeah.
Seedling must get into a sapling at some point.
Yeah.
And then
when it's a bit bigger.
And when it's a bit bigger, and then it grows into a tree. And so they were getting a bit big for the pot, and in fact the root of this particular one that Julia's holding up here was already through the bottom of the pot, and I had to cut the pot because it had gone through the holes. It'd gone through the holes.
To save it.
And I bunged it in a nice another one. There's another one's on the windowsill. I didn't want to bring both over.
Yeah, have a good look.
Have a good nosy, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. It's lovely. It's a little bit droopy because it's just been replanted, and I love the way that Mr. Suggett said it's sulking.
Aww.
But actually, it looks lovely, doesn't it?
It does.
It will, in fact, carry on growing. I think it'll spruce up. It actually looks a little bit more healthier now, today, than earlier. It was a little bit more droopy, but I think it'll spruce up. It's looking for some sunshine.
Yeah, it does need some sunshine.
So it needs some sunshine. So at the moment, it's on a north-facing window. But
I suggested taking them both out for a walk, but somebody looked at me like I was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Julia
it's not wrong, but, still want to do it.
Julia wanted to take them for a walk.
Let's go to the park. Let's go see the big trees. Look, there's a big oak. Look, there's a chestnut.
Anyway, in the show, we have lots of things to talk about. But, I think that's a nice idea. But we won't do it.
I used to walk a rabbit in the park. So walking a baby tree is nothing.
Yeah, it looks like it's what's that on the top there? Does it look like it's been broken off, or is that something?
No,
is that the new shoot going up higher?
I believe so.
Oh yeah, that little flowery bit there.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. This is very nice. He looks very strong and healthy, though, doesn't he? It's just right on the very tip there. I mean, probably going to burst through.
I can't keep it still enough.
Never mind. How are we doing on the time? Have we? We're halfway through the show.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, it's amazing how it goes so quickly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you put that down,
it's
a little baby.
He's a baby.
It's just a tiny baby lying by the fireside.
Little baby.
Little baby. Oochie coochie coochie.
Oh, he's a baby.
Oochie coochie. Ow. It bit me.
Serves you right.
Yeah, it thought it was a holly and spiked me.
Anyway.
We had a parcel arrive, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, just before Christmas. Look at this. Who could it possibly be from? Ho, 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 Green Giant. Oh, it's a whole load of sweet corn. No, that's not right. We've got some presents to open, lovely Julia. Punk it on the floor. He'll be all right. There, don't electrocute him, though. It doesn't.
No.
They didn't like it. So, I'm going to be Farmer Christmas.
Farmer Christmas.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you not play Farmer Christmas at Christmas time? He doesn't always have to be a father, does he? Because that's sexist. He could be a Farmer Christmas. Hello there, I'm Farmer Christmas down on my farm. I got some lovely pegs on my farm, I have. Oh, are.
What, pegs you hang your clothes up with?
Yeah, they're garden pegs. They're lovely there. I put them on there, and I put my shirts on them, my smelly pants, and all sorts of things. Anyway, never mind all that. There we are. This is a lovely parcel here. Says the lovely Julia. Merry Christmas from Eric, Bridget, and Ella. A&E left at the what? And all of Ella's beehive. Oh yes, from Ella's beehive. So there we are. That's from the lovely Eric, who is of course the beekeeper man, the German invader beekeeper man. Forgot to go home after you know when, and the look I got then, the daggers I got daggers.
Somebody needs to watch it.
Somebody has already seen it. and it was a good film. So that's for you. Hang on, wait before you open.
I'm just looking.
Yeah, this one has no card or message on it at all. That one's ticking, obviously a time thing. This one, on the other hand, says to the lovely Julia, don't let Richard have it. It's for you, real. Oh no, it doesn't. It says.
Aww.
It does actually say to Richard. This one, I don't know what that is, so we'll come back to that. And then there's a card, a little card with a cheque for £1 million. It says Bald Explorer and TOJ fan mail. So let's open the fan mail first, shall we? It's very exciting, this. Thank you very much, Eric, for thinking of us. It's very kind of you. Sorry it's taken a while. I don't know if you're actually out there watching. People are talking to themselves. Mark McLeod says it does look like a healthy baby tree. Thank you very much, Mark. It does look very nice.
Yes,
the card is opened.
healthy.
Yeah, so.
Stay magical.
Dear
Richard and Julia,
Yeah.
we wish you a very happy Christmas and all the best for 2019. We're sure
you figure out which Prezi
is which.
is from whom.
Oh, for whom?
Oh, for whom? Well, yeah, it's got blooming names on
Love,
them.
Eric, Bridget and Ella.
Thank you very much. Very kind.
Spoiling us.
Spoiling. Right. Do you want to go first with the prezzies?
Yeah.
That's nice. Hopefully it's something to eat, because I'm starving. Alex Whitlock has joined, by the way. Clearly, she says, are you naming it? Are we naming the tree? Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
We might, we'll have to think about that for the new year. We'll give them names in the new year. Good idea. Robert Crosser says it's a Groot.
Is it Groot?
Oh, is it Groot? Ah, it's Groot.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try and explain that.
Okay, I don't know what... Oh, ho, ho! We... Hello? Hello? What's your name? Unipod. What? Has it got an official name?
Hang on.
Oh,
Sorry
just
about
broke his finger. Or her finger.
I don't think it has a...
Little town.
No. It's just a unicorn hand puppet.
A unicorn hand puppet. There we are. That'll appear on the show from time to time.
Suitable for babies from birth, apparently.
Yeah. So ideal for you then, lovely Julia.
Why do they always have to do pink unicorns? I mean, really?
You got purple on its
Seriously?
nozzle here.
Yeah.
On the horn.
Yeah. It's very gorgeous, though.
It's very
You know,
gorgeous.
it's a
but
unicorn, of course it's
she
great.
doesn't
but still,
like pink.
It's not I don't like pink. It's like,
They're pink or nothing.
pink is not just for girls, for God's sake.
Well, what is it for
And
then?
it's not for this girl, anyway. Purple.
Purple.
Purple and blues.
Oh, here we go. Here we are for the old Vobie One-Eyed Kenobi. I've got a Scalextric set. No, wait a minute. That's not quite right. Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1A. Bam, ba, 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 bam, ba, ba, ba. No, that's Superman, isn't it? What's the theme to the Battle of Britain?
You dropped the card now, unicorn.
I dropped the card. Yeah, tell him off. We've got a new character on the show, ladies and gentlemen, which is great. And can you do puppetry talk?
Oh, you mean
Ventriloquism.
ventriloquism?
Yeah, I can't say it, but can you...
I tried it before. I'm not very good.
Oh, aren't you?
No.
And what's your name?
My name's Unicorn.
Oh, Unicorn. That's very original. And where are you from, Unicorn?
I'm from
You...
a magical place.
Oh, what place?
It's getting harder.
Yeah. A magical place.
Magical place.
So, yes, I've got to make up this Scalextric Airfix. That was the word I was looking for. I've got to make up an Airfix kit and obviously take it out. It must be remote controlled. It's probably one of these drones that they've been using at Gatwick. No doubt. I'm sure that's where it's been tested. Thank you very much, Eric. And also, I've got some lovely beeswax furniture polish. That might have to go on my head. Do you think? Oh, yeah, smell that.
Wow.
Actually,
Don't put that on your head, though,
no,
please.
that smells like the stuff you stick on shoes.
Daniel Horton says Oliver the tree.
Oliver the tree.
Well, we've got the other one as
We
well.
should
But the
call
other one
him-
looks like twins, doesn't it?
Acorn.
Well, I quite like Oliver.
Oliver.
My cousin Oliver.
All right, then. What about Ollie? Stan and Ollie.
Well, Ollie, my cousin,
Oh, yeah?
passed away
Oh,
recently.
yeah? Yeah.
And Ollie... Oh, yeah. Ollie and Stan.
Ollie and Stan.
But we've got the twins.
Oh yeah, we'll work it out and get back to you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm opening it. I'll let you open this one.
I'll let Unicorn open this one.
Unicorn.
Steve Pilfold says it's pink and blue and purple.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but all I can see is pink.
Yeah, the blues come out actually very, very well. We sorted
It
out the light problem. I've actually got a redhead in the studio. I mentioned that to the lovely Julia, and she looked at me as if I was mucking about. Stop mucking about, she said. You're mucking about.
And then he explained he actually meant that that's what they're called.
That is what they're called, an 800-watt lamp. It's using up so much electricity, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what have we got here? A unicorn dog.
Pen.
What?
I
Pen?
believe it's a pen.
No, look, that is a Dachshund unicorn. That's what you get when you cross a Dachshund and a unicorn. It says here, once upon a time, a magical kingdom lived a very handsome unicorn named Stuart. Stuart loved to dance on windows and eat sprinkles and sugared candy floss. With his whimsical charm, he could attract all the local girls and take them upstairs to his little room, breaking curses, spells, and making good people's dreams come true. But the bad people's dreams never came true because he used to chuck them off buildings and leave them squirming on the floor. In his spare time, he used his superpowers to create magical doodles.
Dancing on rainbows.
So it's a unicorn pen. Oh, nice. Thank you so much, Eric. How useful is that? So useful. We were just thinking only the other day, the lovely Julia and I, just as we were about to do some filming, and we needed a clapperboard and we needed to write on it in chalk what scene it was. If only we had a unicorn pen. Well, maybe we didn't quite use those words. But here it is. How marvellous is that? There's not so much pink on that one, fortunately.
It's a proper rainbow colour. That's good. That's good.
It's
pink
good.
is acceptable.
Now, I'm assuming you can pull its bum off.
With plenty of other colours.
And there, look. It's got a little willy in the wrong end. Huh? Would you like to look after that? Thank you very much. What's his name?
I don't think he's got one.
Oh, let's call him...
What should we call him? Maya, what should we call the unicorn?
Albert.
Albert.
Mark McLeod has written an essay. He says...
I shall have to get on my broomstick soon and set off to work for the first 12... for the first 12 what?
That's why I left it for you to
Aha,
read.
thank you. 2 more to go. For the first 12 hours. 2 more.
For the first 12?
12-hour shift, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Helping to deliver for the Amazon Santa.
Oh, very nice.
Ventriloquism, stomach talking. Very good. I bid thee good Christmas and holidays. Thank you for great shows and entertainment for the few weeks I have watched. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mark McLeod.
BB? Is that what it means, bye-bye?
BB, yeah.
Is that special word shortening facility?
Well, I only know it from gaming.
Oh, right. Are you a gamer, Mark McLeod?
Don't know, but it's...
Stunicorn. Oh, Stunicorn.
Yeah, I like it. Stunicorn.
Yeah, Stunicorn.
And in honour of Mr. Douch, who did that lovely poster over there.
Oh, yes, of the old Vobie
We're
one-eyed
call it
Kenobi.
Stunicorn Douch.
Stunicorn Douch. Don't drop anything on his toes because he'll say, ouch. Mark Saywood says, take care at work, Mark. Thanks. Mark's actually saying thanks as well. Somebody else has joined. I can't see who it is. We're going to have a fiver on who it could be. Is it, I don't know, Nigel Sadler? No, it's Dave Baker.
Dave Baker.
Hello, Dave Baker. Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming along on this fine evening with about 40 minutes of content to fill. You got something? They're going to do a tap dance routine for them?
What, we've still got 40 minutes to fill?
Yeah, we've got another 40 minutes. Hang on.
No.
Hang on, I've got a list
That's not possible.
It is possible.
We've 20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes. Sorry, yes, that's what I meant. 40 minutes has been done.
Yes.
Yes. Right, so... Oh, the gallery show. Da-da-ba-dum-bum-bum.
Woo!
Very good. We've been working together for too long. Clearly.
I'm giving in and actually joining in on these stupid bits. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
good. Yes. So, the gallery show. The lovely Julia and I have shot a gallery show for the Facebook group page. So I know this is the Vobes Show, but most of you know about the Bald Explorer, and most of you know about the Bald Explorer Facebook group page. We used to do the gallery in this, didn't we? We had a lot of fun doing the gallery in this, but it did strike me that this is the Vobes Show. It's not the Bald Explorer. Sometimes, as you've seen, like the day before yesterday when I did that show, I go off on a bit of a funny one and do silly things. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the fire rescue people saying, please get out of the house. Your Essie has caught fire and everything is up in smoke. You've got 20 minutes. Oh, well, that's all right. We have got 20 minutes. So we thought that probably best to have the gallery show on the Bald Explorer group page as something related to that. So we wondered, we ummed and ahed, and we've been a couple of weeks or so, haven't we, trying to put it together in the right way. Yeah. But we now have it, and we do want you to see it. It'll come out tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. It's coming out tomorrow. It'll be on the Bald Explorer page. It'll be on the Bald Explorer group page. It will also be on the Bald Explorer YouTube channel.
It'll be everywhere.
It'll be everywhere. And you can share it and tell everybody about it. But what we want to encourage you to carry on posting your lovely photographs on the Bald Explorer group. The editor-in-chief, this lovely Julia person, will select the next bunch of pictures and then they will go into the next video. You will see that we do our links from exotic locations. Yeah, this is where the money that you help send us in buckets and very large sacks, and sometimes in the back of Pentechnicons, because it's such a large amount of money that you send in. You're probably not aware of that. I should keep that bit between ourselves. But all that money that you send in is spent on flying us out all sorts of exciting and exotic places to do these links, so that you feel that you're getting your money's worth rather than sitting in the studio. So we won't.
We only want them to feel like they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah, we don't want
them
to
to
actually get your money's worth. That's right. We won't tell you where we are in this first show. You can guess that when you see it, of course. And in fact, we do tell you in the show.
I think most people in the group will have already
worked that bit out. Yeah, that's true. But anyway, that goes out tomorrow. We would love you to comment on it, tell us what you think. It'll get better, but we definitely want your photos, and we want more information about the photos that you take.
Not just details about what we're looking at and you know the relevance and why you're there, but also your personal connection.
Yeah, if
there is one.
If you're taking a picture of a church in a field of corn and stuff, why? What is it evokes in you? The emotions. Why have you chosen that picture? To put it up. So it gives it gives us something to waffle about when we show the picture. That's really what it's about. Because if it's just a picture, it's sort of, it's just another church, isn't it? People have been posting pictures of church, but your connection with it, making it personal, is a good thing. By the way, thanks for all of the emojis that are floating up. Really kind. Really appreciate it.
I'd love to know who keeps hitting the angry ones, though.
Yeah, who's angry? Why are you angry?
I think it's just where people are just doing,
randomly.
Dong, 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 dong. I don't know.
Do you know, I've never sent an emoji in my life.
No, I bet you haven't. It does not surprise me.
No, I'm not. There we are. Look, lots of thumbs up. Thank you very much. There we go.
No hearts. Oh my God.
No hearts for the lovely Julia. Go on, send a lovely heart for the lovely Julia.
Okay, there's one. Nah, there's an angry face. There we go.
You can tell them apart, can't you? You're very clever.
Well, I have two eyes. That probably helps.
Yeah, well, I've only got the
one.
No
offence meant, love,
but, pull me down to the basics there when she gets to the eye business. Aye, Skippy. Right, so Jürgen Takadikan has... that's not quite his name, but it's quite funny. Has just logged on. Hello, Jürgen. Tadikan, isn't it? Tadikan? Not Takadikan. Yeah, we know you anyway.
Yeah.
Robert says, consider it done something to waffle about.
Yeah.
Brilliant. There we are. It's just...
Thank you.
I think it also gives people interesting when they're looking at the pictures themselves in the group. It gives them, a bit of a story. Steve Pilfold. Here he is. The lovely Steve. Hello, Steve. He says...
Yeah.
I think you should drop a Vobes show and do a gallery, mostly recorded, as a live show from places like traditional pubs or outside in the summer. Maybe with people dropping in who have taken the pictures, 30 minutes, and it's live and we can interact.
Because that is a lot more work than just dropping a show.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother show plus. It was a great idea, and
I think we could
want to
do.
be
I
doing
think
that
we
sort
could
of
do.
thing.
You know, a sprinkling
But right
of those.
now, it's probably not.
We can't do it now because we don't know what the weather is like and all the rest of it. But yeah, no, I think
We'll get through the winter first, won't we?
we need and also we need light evenings. That's the other thing, because if it's at 8 o'clock and it's live, although the gallery show could be a Saturday at lunchtime.
Good.
Yeah. So, but we'll bear that in mind. Not saying we're not doing it. We're open to suggestions. Open to all suggestions, only the good ones. Richard Suggett says, you won't like me when I'm angry. Oh, yeah. Why? Are you going to go green and turn into...
Have we said something to upset you, Mr. Suggett?
What's that bloke? The Incredible Bulk. I think...
Hulk.
Oh, Hulk. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Hulk. That's an old ship, isn't it? He turns into an old ship. The old hulks were used in the Thames for convicts back in the old days, in the Georgian period. The old warships, the man of wars, they were empty and they didn't know what to do with them. And so these old hulks were turned into ships. So Richard Suggett's obviously going to turn into one of those. You learned something on this show.
Yes, you do.
How useful that is, I don't know. Steve Pilfold would probably know about it.
Daniel Horton says, when is the next live show, Richard?
When is the next live show? Good question. It will be a week today. Next Friday. So no show on Christmas Eve, no show on Boxing Day, which would by the normal things. It will be on next Friday. I know there was rumours that I might go live on Christmas Day. I think, to be honest with you, people are going to be busy and I'll be sitting there on my own live and everyone will be tucking into turkey. And you don't want to see me looking miserable on my own with my bit of quiche and a couple of peas, do you?
Yeah.
Playing the violin on my own.
Oh, I'm so sorry and sad for Mr. Vobes on his own at Christmas. If only someone had offered to take him in for the night.
Like nobody's offered to do that.
No, that's right.
You
No,
turned them all down.
I
Callous
don't
man.
know what to say. It is all so very sad. It's just so...
Actually, would you like to spend Christmas with me? Yeah? You can't. You're going back to Julia Land.
He's not very happy now. You'll upset him.
I know. Him?
Yeah, I've just said it.
Yeah. Well, I suppose he's male. He's got the... Anyway, yes, so what were you going to say?
I was going to say, Mark Selwood says, we definitely don't want you both working too hard to earn your money. Yeah, you can laugh it up, Mark, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that goes on.
There is a lot of
a
stuff.
daily video.
Yeah, a daily video, walking in the countryside, editing it all together, sitting on our
Trying to get
backs,
him-
twiddling our... What?
Trying to get him to slow down a little bit in some way, but aren't we?
Yeah, you are
With
trying.
the admin team.
Yeah.
Very trying.
No, I didn't say that. You're trying to slow me down. I completely understand.
But he keeps making more work for himself.
Yes, and talking of
So
more
don't-
work...
Don't encourage him, Mark.
As of tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, yet to be edited, hadn't done it yet, but it will be coming, have no fears, the second of the Bald Explorer podcasts. Yes, the official podcasts. And in that, you'll hear news of all sorts of stuff that you probably already know, to be honest with you. But there may be some interesting extra content in there. That will go out on the anchor.fm feed. I will post that into the Bald Explorer and onto the group and all the other places that it gets posted. So that's something to look forward to. The lovely Julia is in it. We recorded a piece. And there is a piece of cake. No, there isn't a piece of cake. I made that bit up. Also, on Christmas Day, because I will not be doing a show, there will be walks, mind you, next week. There will be walks, have no fear. Even if I have to go out on Christmas Day with the camera and the gimbal, there will be walks. Whoops, I nearly fell off the old chair now. But also on Christmas Day, there is a special podcast. It's not that special, actually, but it should be fun. Well, it's not that fun either, to be honest with you. But Mr. Suggett and I recorded a podcast yesterday, and we've called it the Waffle Pod. And the Waffle Pod is just an occasional once-a-month podcast where I'm waffling with somebody. So yesterday it was with Mr. Suggett. Another time it might be with, who knows, maybe Mark English, maybe Matthew Holdsworth, maybe the lovely Julia, maybe you. So the Waffle Pod is a once a month thing that comes out on an ad hoc basis, waffling about whatever people want to waffle about. So
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Waffle Pod.
So yeah. So don't think I'm slacking. No chance of that. How are we doing? We've got 10 minutes to go. I've run out of stuff now. We've done the walk in Sisbury. We've done Eric, Bridget and Ella's presents. We've done the gallery show. We've done the podcast. We've talked about the Gordon room and the talk that the old Vobie one-eyed Kenobi has yet to write and do. We've talked about the Friends of Downs Syndrome Society, the South Downs Society that they're friends of. And we've talked about how Daniel and his mum came in with a calendar and popped in for tea. We've had the oak tree, which has been fun, and we've waffled on a little bit. So I suppose all we have to do now is sing some Christmas carols.
Yeah.
So let's start with Come All Ye Faithful. Do you know that one? Oh, come all ye faithful, all of you who know the words.
Definitely don't know that
Come and sing some of them with me. And then, of course, there's the other famous carol, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Blimey, I actually knew the words on that one. And finally, in our little Christmas serenade, because surely we've still got 8 minutes to go.
Loads of minutes left.
It's Silent Night. And I'll sing this solo because I know the words particularly well on this one. Silent Night. Will you just shut up? Thank you. That was Silent Night, ladies and gentlemen. What can you say?
Okay, well, it did it, didn't it?
That was great fun. What are the comments saying? We can pad up now for the last few minutes on the
Try and
comments.
catch
Hopefully,
one that makes some
Catch
sense
'em,
to
catch 'em.
me. Richard Suggett says, any plans for any more workshops in 2019?
Ah, yes. Now, people may not be aware, but in 2018, that's this year that we're still in, I did a filmmaking workshop with a bunch of people. It was incredibly successful. Loads of people turned up, and we spent the day in Arundel wandering around and learning about how to make films better. And Richard said it was so good, he bought the company, and now he sells razors that makes his... No, so good. No, he said it was great, and I should do it again. And yesterday, at the end of our filming, I didn't told anybody else this, not even you. Well, you knew about this. Richard and I did a presenters workshop, and I was doing some work with Richard to improve what is already an exemplary podcast that he does, the... Veg Growers Podcast at veggrowerspodcast.co.uk, I think. So check it out. It's always, but because I was basically saying, he was interested in doing some presentation skills, and I said, well, I, give you a few hints and tips if you like, and I did. And he said you should run that as a course. So if anybody is thinking about making videos and wants to learn to present, then you could come on my cobbled together at the last minute amateur presentation course for people who really want their careers to go downhill. So that would be quite good. There might be something in it. Richard can tell you about how that went. So yeah, I'll probably do another filmmaking course and a presentation course, and maybe how to do a podcast course. And what about you? You could do a course on how to like unicorns more frequently. Perhaps not that one. How to...
Hug a tree.
Hug a tree! We'll go on the Tree Huggers course with the Purple Ranger. And you too can hug a tree in the correct fashion, because it's not just simply wrapping your arms around it, is it, Julia?
No.
No, there are special techniques that if you learn them, you will enhance that experience of hugging a tree. So we'll think about running any of those courses, if not all of them, on the same day at the same time, categorically in a backwards order, which would be good. Richard Suggett says, great sale pitch. Yeah, thanks. Daniel says, thank you, Richard, for an awesome evening as always. awesome Richard and Julia. Thank you, Daniel. That's very kind of you. And lots of awesomeness back to you. And thanks for coming round and sampling my tea. Do you know, his mum and him came round. They sampled the tea. They drank the tea far quicker than I.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And you know how quickly I normally guzzle things down.
Yeah. Quite fast.
So how much have we got now? 5. Have we got time for a rant?
Oh goodness, do we have to? What kind of rant?
I don't think I'm burning the right kind of wood. Kind of rant.
Crack on.
I
think this one needs outing.
I've got to get this out of my system, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely Julia came over this afternoon. We were doing some bits and bobs and work. And then I said, look, before the show, I don't know, cook you a meal. And I've got this meal with the lemon chicken, which is very nice. It was good, wasn't it?
It was gorgeous.
It was nice.
Love it.
And I said, I'll cook it on the Essie. And she said, oh, blessy. And I said, yes. Well, as you know, I've had issues with the Essie when it arrived. This is this stove that I've got. It's a lovely thing. But I think the logs that I've ordered and have been burning are not seasoned. And the reason I say that is I'm getting a lot of black tar that is coming out of the wood. And I did a bit of research before coming on air, and you're not really supposed to get that, and they don't advise you burn those sort of wood. So I've now got a shed full of wood, which is not seasoned. I've probably got to keep it for another 6 to 9 months. And so I may be cold at Christmas because I haven't got enough wood. And I did say to the lovely Liz Housden whether I could come over and fetch some of the wood that she offered me before, and she said yes you can. I've got to organise that hopefully before Christmas, otherwise we can have a cold Christmas. Otherwise I've got to try and get some coal, but it said don't burn ordinary house coal because that's no good either. You've got to burn this special smokeless coal or whatever, because otherwise it won't clog it up, which is even more expensive. So now I'm beginning to think that I bought a blooming great big white elephant, well, grey elephant.
So it's a purple elephant in this way, isn't it?
It is, yes. It's a Atari elephant. So I'm a little bit upset. And of course, if you try and buy logs at this time of... Oh, sorry, complaints are coming in now. The complaint line has just come in. If you try getting logs at this time of night, this time of year, before Christmas and over the Christmas period, forget it. If you haven't got your order in, they're too busy trying to catch up, you know. So it'll be a cold Christmas in the Vobes house. So that's why I'm going to be sitting on my own in a duffel coat with my violin. Getting a cold and feeling very sorry for myself. You don't feel sorry at all, do you? You're going to be sitting in your warm house with your husband and your child, having a lovely time, opening presents.
To be fair,
yep.
I'm just thinking how hot my hand is inside this unicorn.
You don't have to...
Oh, I do.
Oh, she does. Have you had your hand in that unicorn ever since you opened it up?
It's come out once, maybe twice.
That's very nice.
Once
or maybe twice, but once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way,
that.
What do you think of the lovely Julia's hair? It's looking rather radiant. She's got purple and a what colour do you call it? Aquamarine blue.
Bluey colour.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Shade of blue.
It's a shade of blue. It's a shade of blue. Yeah, well, it is a shade of blue. That's very true. Claire Leach says, have a wonderful Christmas, Richard. And Julia Hartley Neal, she spells it right out. And the team for entertaining us all the year. It's been fabadoozy. Thank you very much, Claire. That's very kind of you. Fiona Cooper says, Dean's brother has logs. Roy Cooper. Oh, yeah. If you've got any spare logs, Fiona and Roy, seasoned, I would love to buy some from you because I'm desperate. That would be really. I'll come and fetch them from Tunbridge Wells. I can only go in the back of my little hatchback, but well, it's an estate car actually. You've been in it; it's a right state. Mark Selwood, he's said something. Let's read it out before it goes.
He says it's going to be a cold Christmas without you, my friend. A cold without my friend this Christmas.
Yeah, don't rub it in. It's going to be cold when I've got no logs anymore that I can burn. Thanks. What kind of a mate are you? Lemon cheek coming in here. Very nice to hear, Julia. Fiona Cooper says very nice.
Yes, I do think that Robert Croser was the only one who seemed... Well, he was commented further up, I think.
What, on your hair?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Robert Croser is a good bloke. And I have nothing said against him. Andy Dalgley says, apparently ashwood is the best. Well, I'm burning ash, but it's not seasoned.
Yeah. Still a bit too green.
It's very... Yeah, it's just a bit too green or damp or something because a lot of... on the side, on the inside, if you open it up, you get a load of smoke coming out and you get this acrid tarry smell. Now, I've played on an Atari and it's not supposed to have that sort of smell.
Plug the group chat. Right, on the Facebook group, the Bold Explorer Facebook group, there is a group chat. If you click on the chats tab, you can select. We've only got one open at the minute. But yes, we'd like all the off-topic subjects to go in there if you don't mind.
Can you just explain for the hard of understanding what the chat is, what that is?
It's a group chat, just like any other chat on Facebook.
So is it like a chat room?
Yes, it's a
Bit
chat
like,
window.
is it like this, like what they're typing in now?
No, it's a chat window that comes up, just like
Like
like in the Messenger. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So
So it's a special one.
there are ways of muting and silencing the notifications if necessary, because it can get a bit much sometimes. But yes, no, that's where we'd like all the off-topic subjects to go, please. We have some good conversations in there.
And I
too.
think you can actually instigate a whole new chat.
Yes,
but
you
I
can.
think it may be just limited to the admin to stop a million
yeah,
people.
I'm not sure.
We haven't had an official meeting about any of this. I don't know nothing about it, you see. That's why I haven't appeared in there, because
We're still kind of trialing it at the minute. So if anyone wants a chat group, a chat group created, please do let. If you can't do it yourself, let us know. Let me know.
don't let me know, because I haven't got time for
Yeah,
any of that
us
nonsense.
being myself or Matthew Holdsworth or one of the other admin.
Which would be absolutely fantastic. Well, it's come to the end of the show. We've managed to get there. Whew, dear. That was hard work, wasn't it? It was fantastic, though. Thank you so much. Now, we're not quite at the end of the year, but I want to say a big thank you for all your lovely donations that you've put in, all your wonderful posts, all your fantastic support, and for sticking your eyeballs on the videos that we've been making, and for supporting the Vobes Show, and for being here week after week after week, evening after evening after evening on the show. It's absolutely fantastic. Couldn't do it without you guys. I also want to thank the lovely Julia for becoming involved in the show from, February-ish, end of January, something like that. And getting involved. It's been
It's
fantastic.
almost been a year, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, and there's people like Mr. Suggett. I've worked with Mr. Mark English and Matthew Holdsworth and many, many more. Dumpman as well. And all the contributors who have helped. But, there's a few more weeks, days, time before the end of the year to do more of that sort of weepy hangry handing out the official award for the best. I'm just making this up. The best hand of cheese. But thank you so much. It's been brilliant.
Yes. And
Yes.
hello, Elijah.
And hello, Elijah. It's time for bed now, Elijah. I'm so sorry. Your mum is going to be coming home soon. And if you haven't put that little Victor thing away and the GoPro, I gather, that you've got, or if you haven't made yourself a nice new video to put on Christmas Day, Julia's son's got a GoPro and a holder thing.
Yeah, that came as the kit.
Oh, it came as the kit. Oh, brilliant. For his birthday. So I'm expecting that young Master Hartley will be joining the Bold Explorer group making his own videos. So that'll be interesting. So there we go. Anyway, gotta go. Steve Pilfold finally says, Merry Christmas to all of you. Looking forward to the best of the live shows with Pie Face, the time you were muted. The time I was muted.
Yeah.
And the time the board fell off. The board or the beard?
The board behind you.
Oh, yeah. And of course, don't forget when the Essie caught fire and the whole studio went up in a puff of smoke. Shush, don't tempt fate.
fates.
Touching wood. We've got to go. Thank you so much. It's been absolutely fun. You wish them something, Mr. Unicorn, and I'll prepare the end bit.
Christmas.
Oh my God.
There will be a Christmas message from the lovely Julia and I. We've sort of planned something, but we haven't recorded it because we had a few Essie problems. But not messy problems, Essie problems. The best of Essie will be coming soon. So there we go. Thank you so much. Take care, one and all. Until the next time, in a week from now. Bye-bye!
Bye. Have a great Christmas, everyone.
Have a great Christmas. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Get the snow going. Look, can you see the snow falling?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got snow and everything.
There's a big
Bye!
one.
Bye, where's the button? Bye, bye!
Big emoticon.
Big emoji, bye, bye. Have they gone?
I don't know. Are you still there?
I think they're still...